Okay, we're officially off and have started our journey. Conditions have definitely degraded. It's not the most forgiving. Oh, shit. Ooh, that was close. So the cam's gonna go right there on those rocks and be faced into this boulder field right here. That's a big rock slab. So you see them limbs of the tree down there? Something really big. I mean, really big. That smashed that tree. Pulverized it. I mean, I know exactly what does that shit. That's not a good sign. Oh, great. Well, as you can see, we've got our game cameras pretty well ready. I went ahead and painted this one over with a little more color. Try to help hide it a little bit better than the stock one there. You can see it's got a lot of black on it and whatnot. So these haven't gone out yet because I've been waiting to get better antennas. So these factory antennas are probably like 2 dBi or 3 dBi or whatever. So we ordered some 10 dBi antennas here and newer low loss cables. And that's these are the new antennas. You can see quite a bit of difference there. But these are actually exactly what we want, field tested for exact parameters. So what we had to look at was the mountains surrounding it, the type of cell towers, type of cell signal. We had to look at the shadowing from some stuff, use the reflection off a mountain that we've got there. But by putting it all together using AI to decipher the RF patterns in the atmosphere, these are the choices we came up with, which is a 10 dBi gain antenna and then a low loss heavy cable, probably quite a bit heavier. Let's see here. Yeah, quite a bit heavier cable than the factory. Small stuff. So this is actually pretty stiff. But what this will do is this is a LMR 200 cable and much better than the standard cables they have, much lower loss. So this will give us anywhere from 7 to 9 dBi gain on the final gain on the antenna. And we should be able to reach out many more miles with this setup than we did before. So like I said, I've been just waiting to get these in so I could turn around and then go implement these cams in the field. But yeah, these are pretty impressive stuff so far, I'll have to say. So we're going to hook them up right now and do a signal test and see what the difference is between these two cameras. One with a factory antenna and one with the amplified boosted big antennas. So I can already see a major difference. You'll notice that green and the blue light's on. I've never had that green light stay lit before. It's always been between red and blue. So that green is the highest Wi-Fi signal. So I can already tell these are way outperforming what they were. So that's a really, really, really good sign. Then we'll hook them up to the app and see what we'll get. Okay, so as you see, we've got Game Camo 1, which seems to have a weaker signal in Game Camo 2 for some reason. No idea why. We've got it hooked to that 10 foot of FMR 200 cable, and we've got our 10 dBi antenna up there. And so far, We're watching the HD feed come in. It's been running for 2.5 minutes and on HD and hasn't stopped yet. The other day we couldn't even stream HD. So, and we get 2.5 minutes on the standard definition. So this is on, I guess, a 4K live stream coming in right here, or a 2K live stream. And this is so far this looks like it's a good working combination. I really think this is going to help in the field. We definitely needed it because I can't be having signal drop out, especially when we're watching live and things like that. So this is a really good investment. It ran me about $15, $18 or something like that per camera is all. It was going to be about $60, but just did a lot of searching and found good cable for cheap. So this stuff's really hyper shielded and everything else, so we shouldn't have any issues whatsoever. And it is the longest range you can get on a game camera with an omnidirectional antenna, which is what we're going to need for being in the river bottoms where we're at. We won't have any direct line to fire a signal, so we've got to get it out of the air column. But this is going to work. This looks really, really good. I'm really impressed with this so far. Can't wait to get it in the field. We're up here now, pulled up at the gate, about to get out and open it. So we're getting freezing rain and sleet. It's 38 out there, so rain and sleet's not going to be the greatest thing in the world to have to deal with. I'm trying to get my headgear here, wherever it is. We've got Pandora with me, and when we go in here, I'll have to be real quiet when we set the cam, but I can do some narration before that. See, I'll give you a view out the windshield here. Maybe you can see what's going on here. Rough part is this car, being a little Hyundai, it had no ground clearance at all, and they're gonna have to get this car in there, probably cut some mesquite down so I can drive it in, but let me get this gate shut. So this is the mesquite here that I'll probably have to jump out and cut out of the way. Hopefully I got tools in the trunk. Let's hope. Cross your fingers. I'm gonna back up a little bit and see what I'm doing. Such is the adventure's life. Okay. Let's go get this dealt with. Okay, well, I don't have the tools I need to cut these out, so I'm gonna have to just kind of straddle this and really hope for the best. These will tear tires up, man. Visibility over here is not even a quarter mile. It just got worse and worse the closer I got to the site. So, yeah. Like I said, I'm doing my part. You guys do your part, and I'm doing mine. So I want the sponsors to know that their money's been well invested, that we will do whatever it takes to get this stuff in place and get everything set up. So now I'm actually at my location now. Let's take a look out here and see what we got. Oh yeah, that looks like a lot of fun. Okay, we're officially off and have started our journey. Conditions have definitely degraded. So the conditions have definitely degraded since we drove up. I was hoping they would ease up a little, but no, they just got more and more. So we finally got some snow to start accumulating. I did not bring the leg gear for this. I'm okay on top, but I did not bring anything for the legs, so they may be wet by the time we get out of here. That's not a good thing in this temp. But yeah, snow in the desert, isn't it beautiful? So, I always start with so. What do I do that? I can talk a little in the beginning of this thing, but I'm not going to be able to once we get in here. So, whispers at best. So I won't be able to do a lot of narrating because I want to get this cam in without alerting anything of my presence. So, here we go again. So, that's going to be my word. I'm going to put that on a t-shirt. So. Gotta figure out a way down into the canyon and get on the other side of it. And it's a real steep drop and climb out, so I don't know how I want to do this yet. I plan to have a couple of approaches, but I'll just have to see how it works out. Quite a bit of water on the plant. How's that? That should be better. Good thing is this ground almost makes for a silent approach, which is really nice once it gets like this. Alright, we're actually straight above where we're going to put the camp now. Hopefully I can just whisper this out. So the camp cam's gonna go right there on those rocks and be faced into this boulder field right here. And that's a big rock slab called the patio. And whatever was messing with us was retreating into this boulder field. You can just go right under those things. They're too big. They're huge. But I gotta figure out a way over there. And I can't get there this way or that way or down, so I'm gonna have to be creative here and figure it out. I guess really the best way is try to get down. Don't want to really go down on these boulders though. It's all undercut under here with a bunch of caves and stuff. So let's see how we're gonna do this. Looks like we're gonna have to go down, around, over onto the point, down in, hike back out, up around the backside and come down. It's gonna be the best route. It's not the most forgiving. Oh, shit. Whew, that was close. Okay. Well, damn it, I just moved a rock I just messed up. That's gonna alert everything in here. I'm in here. It wasn't very loud, but animals hear that shit for miles. Oh well. Work my way to the bottom of this canyon and then climb back out the other side. As you can see, it's all just gigantic rock. So I gotta figure out a way down here. It's about 20 feet down. Okay, let's see here. Not sure what this looks like. Nope, not there. Shit. Everything is getting really slippery. I'm thinking maybe I can get down those rocks. But this could be 10 feet deep and tumbleweeds in here, so let's try it. Watch out, man. You gotta go with me. Shit. There's nothing there. Oh, that's not gonna work. I have to slide my ass on this. You can see it's a lot bigger than what it looks like. Up on top it doesn't look like much. That's a lot bigger rock than you think. I'm gonna have to peel some layers here pretty soon. Now let's figure out a way back up this other side. Or I might get under an overhang and peel a layer off because I'm starting to sweat. That's not good. Got some ventilation going here. That'll help. Okay. One step at a time. That's not going to work. There goes another rock move. These are all rookie mistakes, by the way. Now we get to the camp of the dinosaur hunters, or whoever these people were. Ooh. There's shelter under these rocks. There's shelter inside there. See this? Enough room. There's enough room in there for a person to start a fire and sleep. So there's a bunch of those here, and even this rock Looks like a giant dinosaur head or a dragon head. And all these big boulders are positioned. And they're all on a plate rock surface here. So it's pretty crazy. But they look exactly like a lot of the stuff in Turkey and other places that there's now starting to date at like 11,000, 12,000 years old. So I get a shot of that real quick. So you see what I mean? Looks like a big dragon's head or a dinosaur head. And there's a bunch of that stuff. Anyway, when you find it associated with glyphs that look like dinosaurs, pretty crazy. But I'm going to go ahead and go in here and take some layers off real quick and then get back at it. It's cold, but I got to dry out a little bit. So I got too wet coming in here. That's not good. I mean, it'll be all right. It's not like I'm in Antarctica or anything. But still. It's all right, because sitting here will actually dry out quite a bit. Just in the time it takes me to change. The wind is absolutely freezing here, but just hard nose. Heat yourself up, drop your shoulders, and dry it out. And I'm pretty confident that I can talk low here. We've already moved some rocks, so anything that's back there in those caves in the boulder field probably already knows we're here. Well, at least it knows something's moving around. But we're gonna have to go up this side, up over, show you a real cool what sandstone deal with polygonal fractures in it, and then we'll drop down. I'll try to get this cam installed. And then maybe we'll shoot to the east and just see if we can get around the top of this canyon and back that way. I've never been that way before, so we'll just try that to go out. You really don't want to go in and out the same way when you do what we're doing right now. You also don't want to go on any normal trail. So you just want to make one run in on an odd entry and another on an odd exit. That's the way you do this. A lot of psychology involved in everything we're doing right now is actually mapped out with my knowledge of everything I know, and then as well, all this was fed into AI, and it compared primate psychology, Native American psychology and tactics, and our modern military, and then I assumed that the subject was 100 times more strategic than any of those, and then we used that as the parameter to map the absolute best location for this camera, the entry, the exit, the whole 9 yards. So there's been a ton of consideration. We don't just go, oh, this is a good place for a game camera. Like, this wasn't my first opinion, but based on a whole bunch of parameters that it sets and dictates where you put these cams. So that's what we're doing. So there's a whole methodology behind this. This is not just place them and go. So sweet. Okay, we're strapped up and ready to rock. Nice little abode. Served its purpose well. Okay, well, the GoPro died, so the rest of this is going to have to get done with my phone. So image stabilization and stuff like that won't be good. Maybe sound, but bear with me. We'll get her done. I'm not sure why the GoPro battery took a shit. It should not have happened. Things have whitened up a little since we got here, huh? What's over here is really cool. Can't wait to show you guys. Check this shit out. Go this way. So wait till you see the pattern in this sandstone. It's just like big polygonal. Basically, it's so slippery. Pretty crazy cracks, huh? Yeah, that's this whole sandstone knob here. Now we're gonna place the camera right down here. If I can not slide down this. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. That's the boulder field. All right. I just saw something that's not a real good sign. So you see them limbs of the tree down there? Something really big. I mean, really big. Has smashed that tree. Pulverized it. I know exactly what does that shit. That's not a good sign. Oh, great. So we're going to try to get a cam right here on this big rock or something. And we want it to look out over this patio in the entry zone of this boulder field. There's all kinds of caves under there. You can go all over under there. But we got to get the cam somewhere. It's got a good view of all this. Get it installed. But that's concerning. There's no snow load or anything in that thing. That cedar has been trashed. Trashed. There's no wind down in these canyons. Stop. Did you see that? It's the boulder field. Did you see it? Let me play that one more time. It's the boulder field. Now, look close at the top of the screen. What do you see? Yep, that's another smashed tree. Exactly like the one we saw before. And if we look, it has the same signature and it's placed exactly across the canyon. This is the canyon layout. The red circle represents, well, the red circle's our pointer, but the red area here represents a place a rock came in when we were there one day. The green is an area we assumed the rock was thrown from. The orange is a patio, a large stone surface you can see in the video, backed by a line of boulders, which represents kind of a natural boundary. And this is back in here is where we assumed everything was occurring. The red dot you can see there represents our game camera, and the white area, the white outlined area, is the field of view of the game cam. The smashed tree location, one we show you in the video, is right here next to the game camera, and directly across canyon is the other one I just now noticed. And I noticed this during editing, which is why I'm breaking into the video. But what these represent is a natural boundary, a no-go beyond point. So these are territory markers, demolished to show you the size and power, and making a clear statement that don't go past this point upriver. And that's important to note as you watch the rest of the video. Okay, we got the cam installed. And here it is right here. So that's our antenna. And our camera. I don't fall off this damn thing. Our camera's right there. So that's what it looks like. So there's our cam. There's our antenna. And we are streaming. I already checked out the camera feed. It looks good. We only got 2 bars of signal. But regardless where we're at down in the canyon, that's amazing. The antennas are working great. But the stream looked really good, even with just 2 bars. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get packed up and I'll get out of here. I'm gonna go a different route out, so cool. So these are cool. These are rock blocks full of shells. Probably Cretaceous. Super cool though. All the rock here is really wild. The geology is awesome. So we're out of the canyon now. And I'm cruising up and around the backside of it. Like I said, I've never been up here, so I don't know what's up here. This, they call it Mormon tea or native tea, Indian tea, whatever. But this makes some of the best tea in the world. Unbelievably good. Probably really good for you too. It's a good day to find arrowheads. Keep my eye open. The rock stack doesn't go here. That's a stack of rocks. See that? There's a lot of things out here nature makes. Some of the things out here ancient man makes. So I just got to be able to tell the difference. I don't know if you guys are getting wind noise or not. I'll try to cover it. I try to give you as much look at this stuff as I can. So you kind of experience it with me. Guess I could bring the drone and just do some cool drone shots, but this is what it's really like. So there's a cottonwood tree back here. How in the world is that getting enough water to grow a cottonwood? That's interesting. And then look at these. That was weird. Oops, I just heard something. We got these cactus fruit. Cactus fruit. Coming off these guys. Yeah, I just heard something down below me. I've never seen a cottonwood tree back here. That's crazy. That's a huge tree. Oh boy, there's caves. Oh my goodness. Caves in the trees. Look at that down there. Oh my gosh. I'm not going down there though. Not after that thing's been shot. This is liable to be where it's at. That's like a whole little oasis down there, all grassy and the big cottonwoods. Oh boy. No wonder it's using this canyon. I'm trying to be quiet, but all right, it looks like this is the top of it, so that's probably 20 feet down into that mess back in there. Some water. Oh, great. Pandora says, I'm ready. Yeah, that's, well, if I was going to be anywhere out here right now, that's where I'd be. That's a good sign. There is some damage in there. I saw some hellacious over. That's a huge overhang underneath there. Try to keep the camera face down there in case anything pops out. Holes. Interesting. Those are actually for working seed drains. That's what they do. Make mash and make bread, but those are all from human beings making seeds. So, see, there's some up here on top of this rock here too. Anyway, that's what does that. That's people. Okay, let's get out of here. I came in here not to bug anything. So if I'd have known that those trees were back up in there in that cave or a big overhang, I wouldn't have gone that way. Oh well. No, the car's this direction, so let's go. Okay, so that was a successful run. I stopped to eat lunch halfway out or whatever, and then I'll make the rest of the way out of here. But overall, that was a good deal, man. Successful placement. We could use a little better signal, but I can't bitch. Seeing as where that camera's at and everything, I can't bitch at all. Everything's working up to par at the moment. Just shot a little video of the live stream from over there. Looks pretty good. Everything's coming in. Got signal. So we're gonna pack it up, get all this stuff going, and we'll get out of here. And then I'll get a video produced of this little adventure here, but maybe even before that, we probably might even just jump on there tonight and do a live stream and see what we can get. So I just want to say thank you everybody who tuned in and watched this video. Like and subscribe if you can, or if you want to. even if you don't want to, really, because it helps the channel, it helps us out. It makes me feel wonderful every time I see it, because I mean, we don't get the amount of views we should, or at least it doesn't show up on our numbers, and just makes me feel really good that it's worth doing. It's some feedback to me to say, hey, keep going. So if you don't mind, man, like I said, like and subscribe, hit the little bell so they tell you when we post something, and we'll be hard back at it again. This is the inception of the project. We're just getting started, so stay with us, tune in, come back, subscribe, and see what else is going to start to happen. Now, a lot of the cryptid stuff, we do the treasure stuff, ancient history, but this is, like I said, this is called the KX Cryptid Cam Initiative. It's going to be to place cameras all over. We're taking sponsors, 2 sponsors per camera. If you're interested in that, let us know. Oh, I also want to say a special thanks to Boyd Omer, to Brett, and to Mike Gert for stepping up to be the first 3 sponsors on these cams. We'll try to get their names on the video for you. And also thank you tremendously to all my patrons. I can't name everybody, but Gary McKinnon and everyone, Nubian Castic, you know, and I know my team members and stuff that have stuck with us for so long while we're getting all this stuff ready and moving together. We may have kind of a slow pace, but we stay with it. So I just want to say a special thanks to all my viewers, patrons, and sponsors. You guys rock. Thank you very much.